Today, my topic is environmental protection should take priority over economic development. I'm going to talk about this issue from the following aspects. Firstly, introduction. Secondly, natural resources crisis caused by rapid economic development. Next is massive impact of environmental destruction led to rapid economic development. Finally, I talk about evolution. Okay, let's start. Introduction. There is a long-standing debate on the relationship between economic development and environmental protection. Some people say improving, developing economic can eradicate poverty and improving people's standard of living. So they believe economic development is more important than environmental protection. However, with the rapid economic development, the environment has been significantly damaged. As a result, the survival and the development of human society is being greatly threatened. Therefore, I think environmental protection should take priority over economic development. I'm going to talk about this issue from these following two aspects. Firstly, natural resources are getting exhausted due to rapid economic development, which seriously threatens sustainable development. Although economic development is a requirement of improving people's standard of living, we must based on the protection of environment, because natural resources such as gas, oil, and coal, water, and forests are the material foundation of economic development. If there are no natural resources, humanity could not survive. Then there would be no economic development. Whereas, as rapid economic development, the natural resources are getting exhausted because of the unlimited exploitation. A report from British Oil Corporation indicates oil reserves is about 1.0195 trillion barrels. It's available for 43 years. And natural gas reserve is about 144 trillion cubic meters. It's available for 62 years. And coal is about, reserve is about 1.0316 trillion tons. It's available for mining 231 years. And we have looked at other resources. These are some natural resources the year before they get to exhaustion. We can see aluminum, nickel, iron, uranium, copper, and other resources they are getting exhausted because they are limited exploitation. So as can be seen, this figure is very breathtaking. We can imagine after a couple of decades, if there are no more natural energy resources running for transport, would humanity return to the horse and carriage times? Look at this picture. The British Times newspaper last year published an article. It said, stop plundering our earth. Otherwise, the humanity would need two earths in the next 20 years. So the exhaustion of natural resources seriously threatens humanity, I mean the current and future generations. With the increasing shortage in their supply, the competition in vying for gas and oil will become more intense. Next aspect, I will talk about environmental degradation caused by economic development creates a devastating impact on our planet. During economic development, our environment are getting degradation, such as global warming and pollution. They have become a worldwide concern because they create a devastating impact on human beings and biodiversity. Firstly, we have looked at global warming. It's well known during industrialization and urbanization, excessive consumption of fossil fuels has produced considerable amount of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases, which led to climate change. have this bar chart. This shows the proportion of production of greenhouse gases. As can be seen, carbon dioxide accounts for the most emission of greenhouse gases. It accounts for 76%. And this line graph shows the trends in carbon dioxide emissions over the last 2 centuries. We can see from this graph, after 1950, the emission of carbon dioxide has sharply increased. From 1915, about 1,200 rose to 2,000 in 2000, about 6,700 tons. So with rapid economic development, the emission of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases are getting more and more. During the last 100 years, the global average surface temperature had increased by about 0.75 degrees Celsius. This is a picture about global temperature increase. This is information from 1970 to 2004. The global temperature increase. So you can see the most area in the world temperature has increased. It's yellow color. And it increase the temperature. Look at yellow picture. This in the most areas, the temperature has increased from 0.2 to about 1 degree. A report from IPCC projects global temperature will rise between 1.1 degree and 6.4 degree by the end of this century. Although these increases sound small, they have a dramatic impact on our planet. Okay, the first way, the impact, global warming impact is rise in sea levels. Scientists estimate that sea level might rise 2 meters during this century. A rise of 1 meter would inundate the large coastal areas of the world. This means millions of people would have to abandon their homes. A quarter of population in the world are coastal dwellers. Globally, it would create more than 100 million environmental refugees. One nation, Maldives, is already looking for a new home due to sea level rise. So we can imagine while the sea level rise a certain height, some areas, some coast areas in the world would be inundated like this picture. And look at this poor polar bear. Because of the melt of the North Pole ice and snow caused by global warming, so it's lost its habitat. The second impact about global warming is because the frequent occurrence of service weather. Global warming is significantly increasing severe weather such as storms, floods, drought, hurricanes, and cyclones, which directly threaten people's life and have serious impact on agriculture. This natural disaster those natural disasters kill more than 100 million people. So, kill more than 60,000 people and create massive crop failures every year. A report from British government states if global warming were not brought control, in the next 10 years, 20 million people would become refugees because of drought or food shortages. As a result, we would have to pay as much as $6.98 trillion to look after these refugees. Have a look at these two pictures. This is drought. This picture about drought, and then pictures. Because of drought, some kettles get dead. Drought. So it's terrible. This picture looks terrible. Another impact about global warming is widespread extinction of species. Global warming has changed the world climate pattern, which disrupts the food chain and biological chain. Consequently, global warming is responsible for the extinction of thousands of species. According to the Nature Conservancy, 21% of mammals, 30% of amphibians, 12% of birds, and 70% of plants are endangered. There are 40 to 140 of species disappearing every day. And also it estimates by 2020, 5% to 15% species would become extinct due to global warming. So this is a very serious news for humanity, because we can't survive. Humanity can't survive without biodiversity. Last impact about global warming is a serious threat to human health. Global warming poses a great threat to human health. Rising temperatures, coupled with changes in biodiversity and influenced parasite evolution, increase the spread of infection diseases such as malaria, dengue fever, and diarrhea. Over the past 5 years, the incidence of malaria has tripled. About 500 million people catching malaria each year, and more than 2 million people lose their lives. The population which would be threatened by dengue fever may reach up to 2 billion by 2080. So that's terrible. So global warming poses a serious threat to our planet. In such a serious situation, not enough to demand our attention to protect the environment. Next, I'll talk about pollution impact on human health. Every year, billions of tons of industrial wastewater and waste air are discharged into rivers, lakes, and air. They do great harm to human health. According to WHO, 1.2 billion people lack of clean water in the world. Diseases related to water pollution kill 1.2 million to 2.7 million people per year. This is water pollution. Air pollution increases the incidence and the death rate of respiratory diseases such as TB, asthma, and lung cancer and heart disease. For example, asthma patients have raised to 300 million. In the United States, deaths from asthma have increased to 5,000 per year. And another figure, deaths linked to air pollution in China and in India every year have increased by 50% over the past 20 years. Diseases related to air pollution kill about 3 million people per year.